Just changing direction here, Peggy, where are we on this horrible story about the drug epidemic in Washington state surrounding the drug fentanyl? I mean, this Australian families and viewers and parents need to understand this. Fentanyl is an approved drug by the Food and Administration Authority to use for pain relief as an anaesthetic, but fentanyl is 100 times more potent than morphine and 50 times more potent than heroin. Now, Peggy, I understand that the Medical Examiner's Office in King County has been struggling with the issue of storing bodies because the fentanyl-related death toll continues to climb. In the first 3 weeks of 2023, 35 overdose deaths occurred in King County, and data indicates that drug overdoses have skyrocketed in recent years, and 2022 set a heartbreaking record for fatal overdoses in King County. Where are we today on all of this, Peggy?
Well, it's not just King County, unfortunately, that's struggling with this. This is a problem that we're seeing all over the nation. And fentanyl is coming mostly in under the southern border. We have a wide open southern border. It's coming across the border. We're now seeing it come across the northern border as well. And really, it has turned every state into a border state. It's the equivalent of having a major jetliner crash every single day in the United States, and yet this administration continues to ignore it. 300 plus deaths every single day of Americans from this drug that's coming across our border, and the Biden administration is doing nothing to stop it.
How much does this relate, do you think, to the fact that Washington State Supreme Court decriminalised drugs back in 2021? And having asked that question, I mean, you're a parent. Are parents aware of these dangers? I just should say to our viewers, because this relates to us in Australia, many deaths have been caused, as I understand it, by the discrete inclusion of fentanyl in drugs that look like prescription pills. So this drug, fentanyl, can be made to look like cocaine or heroin, and people don't realise they're taking fentanyl. So, Peggy, surely the answer to this is simple, isn't it? Don't take drugs.
Right? As Mrs. Reagan used to say, just say no, right? But this problem is bigger than young people not being able to say no or holding parents accountable for telling their students and children the dangers of drugs. This is the government's problem, which is why during the recent State of the Union address, when Joe Biden talked about ending fentanyl or slowing the inclusion of it into the United States. What happened? The Republicans in the back row yelled out, border, border. They know, Americans know, this is illegally coming over the border, and the Biden administration isn't doing anything to slow or stop it. So yes, parents play a role, but this is the federal government's responsibility at this point.